In the shop, we get various forms of different devices that come in for repairs daily. From old XP desktops to absolutely ancient repairs. Because quite proudly, we work on everything. Which brings me to this beauty. Some of you guys probably remember this machine from the early 2000s at your local bar. This is the Megatouch Merit Evo. A device that allows you to put $1 in and play video games. It ran its own proprietary operating system, and it's in our shop for repairs. On startup, everything checks out okay. And as it continues to load and sing the song of its people, all of its data is running successfully. Up until the very end where this nostalgic nightmare says that the security key is invalid. But luckily, I specialize in the absolute weirdest repairs. So first we power the device off, turn this key, and get up in the guts of this bad boy. And we know from the boot menu that the hard drive is working, the motherboard is working, and pretty much everything else is working. So what's the problem? These devices came with a special security key that really isn't proprietary in the United States. And on eBay, this uncommonly used part is mistakenly called a battery. Now you might be asking, why does a battery have a security key? That's because it's right there and it's not a battery at all. Although that's kind of a half-truth. This battery is actually an iButton from the early 2000s. Dallas iButtons really took off in Europe, but not in the United States. And for a brief period of time, devices like this held their security key in an iButton. To simplify it, this is kind of like an RFID NFC tag, except with a battery on the inside. And like all batteries, it has a shelf life, which is an estimated 10 years when inside this little guy. This absolute Giga Chad lasted over 20 years. And since Merit doesn't sell replacements and most of the public isn't educated on iButton, these go for around $200 and are sold as a battery on eBay. I, however, am not that type of technician. And the solution is rather simple. First, you get a flipper 0, navigate to iButton, and hit read. And we hold the iButton to the pogo pins and hopefully get a read. Since the iButton battery is basically dead, it might take a few tries. And bam, we got it. It definitely takes a second though. So now we save the code because we're definitely going to need this security key for later. Since we know what exact model iButton this is, we order it for around $16 from Mauser. Then pop out the old iButton, save it for later, then install the new iButton, and write the saved data onto it. Plug it back into the slot, close it up, lock it, give it power, and we're back in business. If you'd like to reach out to us for any questions or weird repairs, the link is in the description. We post daily on different types of repairs, tech, and anomalies like this. And we would appreciate if you supported us. Also check out our website Valleytechsolutions.tech for neat accessories and more.